It appears to confirm the carnage in Sri Lanka was carried out by local extremists.
Are you kidding me? Assalamu alaikum. How's it going, everybody? As you all know, a major tragedy took place last week. A terrorist attack on churches took place in Sri Lanka, killing approximately 300 people on Easter Sunday. Since then, many people around the world stood in solidarity with Sri Lanka and denounced these terrorist acts, as authorities were doing their jobs and gathering evidence to determine who committed such a heinous crime. Of course, guess who shows up?
Prime suspects in the Easter Sunday suicide bombings, standing in front of the black flag of Islamic State, pledging allegiance to its leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. In a propaganda video released by the terrorist group's media arm, it appears to confirm the carnage in Sri Lanka was carried out by local extremists trained and supported by Islamic State.
That's right, ISIS claimed responsibility for these attacks. Who would have guessed? They just love claiming responsibility for senseless murder. It's kind of their thing. It's almost like ISIS realized that people weren't really paying enough attention to it anymore. People didn't really care about ISIS anymore. They weren't really as afraid. ISIS was barely getting any media coverage whatsoever. And the ISIS marketing department was like, hey guys, listen, we gotta start claiming responsibility for everything. If ice cream melts, if a child cries, if someone's heart breaks, we claim responsibility. Oh, and one more thing. Dear radicals, stop using these cliches. You know, the flag in the background, covering your face to look all mysterious and scary, and pointing your finger to the sky and yelling Allahu Akbar. Really, it's getting old. Yours sincerely, all Muslims. Now, before everybody jumps in the air and starts yelling and demanding that Muslims condemn ISIS, Muslims all over the world, before and after ISIS claimed responsibility, have stood up, denounced, and condemned these terrorist attacks, as would, you know, all logical human beings who would stand up in the face of evil. Now, I can stand here and yell till I'm blue in the face.
ISIS is not Muslim.
ISIS is not Muslim.
Muslim.
And someone will still comment, you're an Islamic apologist, bro. ISIS is Muslim and you know it. Yeah, thanks, bro. So let me prove to you that ISIS is not Islamic. In all honesty, a topic like this requires a full video all by itself, but I'm gonna try to do what I can to summarize this very quickly. Here are the top 3 reasons as to why ISIS is not Islamic. Number 1, they go around killing people regardless of race or religion, and they somehow forget that the Quran says this.
من أجل ذلك كتبنا على بني إسرائيل أنه من قتل نفسا بغير نفس أو فساد في الأرض فكأنما قتل الناس جميعا ومن أحياها فكأنما أحيا الناس جميعا ولقد جاءتهم رسلنا بالبينات ثم إن كثيرا منهم بعد ذلك في الأرض لمسرفون.
Number 2, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, stated at least 10 rules of warfare, or in other words, the ethics of war. This ranges all the way from not cutting down trees, not killing animals, all the way to not harming anyone in a place of worship. Meanwhile, what does ISIS do? They kill Muslims in mosques, Jews in synagogues, and Christians in churches. Number 3, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, there will be people who come later on who appear to read the Quran and pray so much, yet they pass through and exit Islam and they do not return to it, like the piercing of an arrow through its target. These people are referred to as Khawarij, or people who have exited the religion. Although they seem Muslim, they may look Muslim, they are not acting in accordance with Islam. So, ladies and gentlemen, ISIS and other radicals are exhibit A to this. You know what they say, if it looks like a duck, and it walks like a duck, and it talks like a duck, and it swims like a duck, and it does a bunch of other duck-related stuff, then it's probably a duck. But in this case, this duck doesn't do any of that. This is more like a wolf in sheep's clothing, or a sheep in wolf's clothing, or something in something else's clothing. Anyways, you get the point. Now, what really annoys me is the reason ISIS says they committed these terrorist attacks. They said they committed these attacks in retaliation to the Christchurch attacks. Really? Really? Bruh. Really? Okay. Let's start poking some holes in their logic. Number 1, the Christchurch attack happened in New Zealand. What the hell does Sri Lanka have to do with this? Number 2, a fanatic white supremacist committed the Christchurch attacks in New Zealand. Again, what the hell does Sri Lanka have to do with this? Number 3, many Christians stood in solidarity with Muslims after the Christchurch attacks happened in New Zealand. So again, I ask, what exactly will killing Christians accomplish? Or is ISIS just jealous that the guy who killed Muslims in New Zealand was able to kill more Muslims than ISIS was that day? I got you, ISIS. Because ISIS, listen baby, you can talk to me, alright? We can be honest with each other, you know that, right? ISIS, in all honesty, no one cares less about Muslim lives than you do. Anyways, this world is a complete mess. We have Muslims being killed in mosques, we have Jews being killed in synagogues, and Christians being killed in churches. But at the end of the day, all we can do is keep moving forward and combat terrorism in all its forms. Because these people try to divide us, but instead we will continue being united. And we will stand up to this terrorism, to this evil, together. Thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to share this video. Seriously, share this video. And until next time, Assalamu alaikum. Peace be with you.